get into this matchup. Chrom versus Game & Watch. As I was actually talking to Mario earlier after our set, because I played Roy game 1, and then I played Chrom the next 2 games. This matchup really comes down to how well the Chrom is spacing. Because Chrom realistically needs like 1, maybe 2 combos to put Game & Watch in what I like to call the threatening zone, of where if he gets 1 good read or he gets 1 good combo again, he's just dead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really not in the mood right now.
No, you're good. I can't commentate on like what happens in the game, but I can talk about the matchup. Or at least what I think of it, but other than that though, in terms of Game & Watches, Game & Watch in this matchup, it's a lot more of you have to be able to take your combo as far as you can, because if the Chrom is allowed to quote-unquote camp you, it becomes a lot harder because Game & Watch's approach options are not very good. So if the Chrom gets to be as patient as he wants, it becomes infinitely harder. And the same works for Roy, except he doesn't have the sword to back it up. Also, I know P0lar didn't hit it there, but in general, neutral B at ledge will catch Game & Watch's recovery. It's very hard to time. I'm not quite sure how it works in terms of like specifics, but it works on like 5-ish characters, 5, 6 that I figured out. I would definitely be looking for him to do that a lot more. At least to throw it out there to make him feel like he has to pick an option. Like that. Exactly like that. Nope. So another thing about this matchup is, or well, Game & Watch, is that I played with Plus at Ball State University. That ain't Charlie 100. Big fan of them out there. They're a bunch of homies. They set up a sick event. But me and Plus played Roy Game & Watch for like 20 minutes or so before top 16. And he told me that if Game & Watch uses his chair, it's actually like super punishable. Compared to a lot of his other moves, I should say. It's not like the most punishable, but if it hits your shield, you can Chrom and Roy probably can do something about it.
Probably keep your place down since they're actually playing bracket right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Just a little down, you're probably fine.
P0lar put headphones in. I'll give you my headset. That's really all I have to say about the matchup. Everything else, you're going to be seeing a lot of just back and forth neutral exchanges. Do not be surprised when you see each character do like 50 to 60 in one combo, because that is very common. That's what I noticed when I was playing Mario myself, is that he would start off a stock very strong with a 60% combo, and then I could answer right back if I got the right starter. But it's very important for both players to not freak out when they don't have the lead, because each of them can easily pull it back if they just stay focused on what's going on and don't give in to the other player's pressure.
What the fuck? Why didn't that jab block?
I mean, what jab block? But
jab didn't jab block, and he missed the check, and then he just.
Oh, I was so close to actually getting spiked. That would have been devastating. Because like I was saying, when it comes to combos, if he got that spike right there, P0lar was one combo away from just evening it up. But that didn't happen because Mario spaced it. Or I guess Mario didn't space it, but the spacing just wasn't there. That was such a nice air dodge. He waited to the last possible second to make it really hard to punish. Because Mario could have fast fell there, but it would be a much more of a bigger commitment and a lot less ambiguous. So. I really feel like P0lar's doing a good job mixing up his disadvantage. Because Game & Watch back air, if Chrom or Roy try to swing, it'll actually lose to. I have not yet beat it with a forward air. Granted, I don't know if I'm just timing. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. But Game & Watch back air is very effective in this matchup. Off stage, that's all I know. Let me update that score really quick. Looks like they'll be going to Smashville. An interesting pick, if you ask me. I can see it because it's such a small stage, and that means Game & Watch can't necessarily run away very much. But on the other hand, Game & Watch really is good at like pinning someone down, and the less stage you have to like move around, the better. I mean, the worse it is for the other player. I don't know how to word that. What up, Mario? What time do you have to leave? Okay, we're definitely finishing by 11. We're not finishing by 10. It's 9:37. So, I'd imagine 10:30, unless we get a reset.
I'm not sure if I want to play friendlies or go home and play Final Fantasy.
Which Final Fantasy?
7.
Honestly, do that. If you're feeling so defeated, playing now is only gonna make you feel worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially, especially if there's nothing you need to learn.
Maulding, bro.
Yeah, I feel that. Thanks.
Oh wait, I have to take short. I'll leave my short ones to leave.
Oh, I was wondering who brought him here.
George took him here. I'm just taking him home. I almost left without him.
That'd been rather unfortunate.
Fucking tragic.
So I definitely can't take him home. I can't drive at night too well.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh!
Did you figure out why your lights won't turn on?
So there's something in there that keeps frying it out. So I'm just not gonna replace it.
Okay. You
like
said it's only brights, right?
Yeah, I can use bright. So as long as we don't get a crap ton of fog, I'll be fine. Which we don't get a lot of fog usually. If we do, it's like very, very early morning. But anyway, as I was saying about this matchup, this stage is very lopsided in this matchup. I think Roy would do a little bit better here over Chrom, just because he kills a lot sooner on average. But Game & Watch does really like this stage. If he sets up shop underneath that platform, it can be very hard to challenge him. Just because if he sits in shield, you can't really approach him from above the platform too well, at least as Chrom, so you don't have a good downward move. And they know that if you're up there, there's only one way you can come from. And then, even going from the side, it's choking you off, because if you go too high, you're landing on the platform. So, just in general, what am I trying to say? Just in general, like, approaching is a little bit weaker on this stage. But also, just want to say, that was a really nice recovery.
Yeah.
That was, like, inches away from, like, getting clipped. Nope. What the hell?
I think that was the only way he would live. Or get a kill off of it. He was dead anyways.
Was he?
Yeah, Game & Watch could have covered it.
Looked like he wasn't, though. That's what I'm trying to get at. See,
Well, if he waited, he would have just gotten upbeat and he would be under Smashville.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is he at 90? This character is so
That's what I'm telling you. Both characters can do this to each other. Because Chrom and Roy can keep Game & Watch in disadvantage. And despite how good up B out of shield is against these characters, if they're able to bait it out, most characters that have really good just like vertical and horizontal momentum can just like double jump and hit him because he's so vulnerable at the peak of it. Fox can do it. Chrom and Roy can do it. I think Martha and Lucina can. Don't quote me, but I know Joker can. But it's really tight because your up air is really small. But looks like P0lar's thinking about switching up his game plan here. It is currently 2-0. Since he is swapping to the Pikachu for game number 3. An interesting pick. Most people would say that Game & Watch win this matchup, if not everyone.
Well, when I played him, he didn't have his normal habits that he normally has, so he'll probably be fine, honestly.
P0lar playing Pika?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten a lot better about what his habits are. I just worry that he's not going to be able to really start his combos as effectively as he wants to, because he can get outboxed by Game & Watch. On the bright side, though, you are generally safer, so it becomes a lot more of a commitment for Game & Watch to actually like up the out of shield in a way. But overall, if one option is just not working, sometimes you gotta switch it up. And so far, he's doing pretty good, despite my initial comments. I'm not quite sure how Bucket works, but I do know that the weaker move that fills it up, the weaker it will be. But it's still something to watch out for. As we saw Meister do at SmashCon, he started trying to throw it out as a read. I wonder if it would have killed. I don't know for sure, but
he can combo into Bucket.
Yeah. Like I said,
he might just hold on to it.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do, because like I said, Meister used it as like a combo, like not really a combo, but try to like get a read off stage rather than going for a back air, because it's like so active. Oh, I thought there was a back air coming. Still first stock, and nearly 2 minutes have passed. I really like that P0lar's taking it slow, not trying to force any interaction. I mean, in this matchup, you kind of have to.
Played like a bitch against me, so.
He's turning over a new leaf. That's what he's been telling me. But Mario's locking it down because not Pikachu. Game & Watch probably has some of the best low percent combos if you can follow the eye very well. I'm sure there's other characters that also keep up with him, but like. Because of how disjointed Nair can be and how everything sets up so well, it can be really hard sometimes for an opponent to regain the lead or even like claw back the percent that Game & Watch makes up. So I think is really important when considering how good low percent combos are. A little bit of a weird take, but he's running into these down smashes a lot now. But his mash is pretty good, so he got out of it. That being said, though, it's still really close. Game & Watch is paperweight, so he could die to anything at this point. Not now. I don't think Pikachu has the rage to do it, but... That was really good. Because Pikachu's forward air is kind of not really a sword, but it's very disjointed. So I think what happened there is he caught with the very upper part of the hit. Oh,
Fucking serious.
He's good. He's good. P0lar's got some good deals.
He still took like 50.
Yeah. What smash attacks do? Especially when you charge. That's, oh my goodness. You know? I'm not sure what to think, because Mario has such a huge advantage, but he has to land a move. Oh. Alright, that'll take the set. We are moving on to losers finals.
You can stay there, Mario.